and welcome to Apple World. Rita Ora is emerging to uncover Jay-Z for purportedly attempting to drive her into an undertaking when she was endorsed in his name. Rita's exit from Roc Nation back in 2016 was chaotic, and Jay-Z guaranteed that she brought in no cash for the name. That is the reason they were dropping her, yet Rita is currently making a few wild charges against Jay-Z, uncovering the genuine explanation that she got dropped from the mark, and you all will have a hard time believing the things that Jay-Z has been pulling off. Rita likewise uncovered Jay-Z for controlling Beyonce, and uncovered that he attempted to control her, yet she wasn't having absolutely no part of that young lady. She had a ton to say regarding Jay-Z, and she didn't falter. Has Jay-Z truly been maneuvering the bee colony toward harassing his operations? We should separate it. Assuming that there is one thing that Diddy's claim has done, it's give casualties the mental fortitude to emerge and take a stand in opposition to their oppressors in the business, regardless of how strong they are. We have seen different instances of individuals emerging to uncover Diddy for doing terrible things to them and harming them in some lovely screwed-up manner. Yet, not just Diddy is getting uncovered on the grounds that some of Jay-Z's casualties are presently beg. Inning to shout out about how Jay-Z is similarly essentially as terrible as Diddy, and how he has supposedly been deceiving individuals when they don't allow him to get everything he could possibly want. There's an extremely extensive rundown of individuals who are denouncing him, yet Sangarita Emanation is the most recent to step forward with her allegations. And kid, did she have a ton to say for some foundation story? Rita endorsed with Daisy's mark Rock Country in 2008 when she was only 18 years of age, and she had enormous dreams that he planned to assist her make her fantasies with materializing under the mark. She dropped her presentation collection Air, which got to #1 in the UK, and diagrammed in a few different nations. There were high expectations that she planned to excel at Rock Country. Yet, tragically, that never happened on the grounds that quality was the main collection that she dropped under T. He marked things began to go left among her, and the name soon after she dropped the collection, and after 7 years in 2015, she sued the name blaming them for dismissing her and not going about their business in aiding her construct her profession. In the claim, she asserted that her relationship with the name was totally broken and it was difficult to fix. Yet Jay-Z was not going to allow her to pull off this, and she recorded his own claim against her. He documented a $2.3 million claim against her maxim that he needed to let her out of the authoritative commitment to the name, yet he needed to compensate for the cash that he had spent on her most memorable. He asserted that he had burned through great many dollars on her vocation, and that the arrangement that she endorsed with the mark was for 5 collections, yet she just conveyed one. The claim asserted that they had burned through millions on showcasing her and taking her from being an obscure craftsman to being popular anyway. Both he and Rita wound up dropping their claims in 2016, deciding to privately address any remaining issues before things got untidy. Yet, on the grounds that they settled, doesn't imply that things were fair, in light of the fact that Rita is at last recounting to her story following 8 monotonous years, guaranteeing that she had to settle the claim to save herself and take off from Jay-Z. There have been tales for quite a while that there is something else to Jay-Z. Besides, we know yet individuals who know the full truth about him are individuals like Rita Ora who have worked with him, and from the things that Rita is currently uncovering very much, we should simply say that Jay-Z is never beating the claim in the 2023 meeting. She talked about how Jay-Z caused her to feel little and like she wasn't sufficient. She said, "I lost a ton of trust in myself. I thought, what am I gonna do?" It seemed like the most terrible thing. Yet, it was the main choice. I could make a many individuals felt that Rita was carrying on with a decent life, in light of the fact that being endorsed by Jay-Z certainly accompanies a ton of advantages, and keeping in mind that Rita didn't reject that being subsidiary with him got her into many spaces for her. It was not worth the effort, since he wound up getting exceptionally controlling, and he attempted to control all aspects of her life, from the tune she decided to put on the collection to the garments she decided to wear, the spots she went, who she addressed when she addressed them, generally, that sort of stuff. This isn't so wild, taking into account that Jay-Z has confronted various allegations of controlling Beyonce. Numerous individuals who are near him have contrasted his relationship with Beyonce with that of a detainee and a gatekeeper, asserting that Beyonce doesn't have the opportunity that we figure she does. So, assuming that he is controlling the Beyonce and holding her under his influence, might you at any point envision how simple it would be for him to control a way more modest craftsman like Rita Air? No doubt that is not totally staggering yet. That is not all in light of the fact that Rita additionally asserted that Jay-Z supposedly put continues on her, and when she would not surrender to his requests, he changed around on her as per her. That is the genuine explanation that the Mark quit focusing on her and quit pushing her as a craftsman, and when she at long last chosen to leave, Jay-Z declined and caused her to exp. Rience considerably more, with his claim possibly halting when she took steps to deliver proof of how he was attempting to maneuver her toward the relationship. And, surprisingly, after she left Rock Country, she actually wasn't liberated from the show, since that was that very year that Beyonce delivered her collection Lemonade, where she uncovered Jay-Z for going behind her back with Becky. With the great hair, the bee colonies began to estimate who that could be, and for reasons unknown they began to samaik. Think Rita, they came for her, hard spamming her remarks with bee emoticons and sending dangers to her for thinking for even a second to have an unsanctioned romance with Jay-Z, despite the fact that she didn't kid. It's a wreck, and fans remarked, Jay-Z, you will pay for your wrongdoings, all that you do to advance your craftsman, regardless of whether that implies subverting others' vocations. Rita, Aura, Mia, and Nikki all experience the ill effects of your activities. Damnation looks for you, trusting that Jay-Z. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.